Random Rocko. What up, y'all? So a lot of people I hear on here talking about the Diddy victims or alleged victims. You know, they only doing such and such and such as a money grab. Like, this person could have had these things happen to them, but they didn't say nothing for for all of these years. But now that they see that they could get some money, you know, he paying. Now you understand what I'm saying? Everybody want to get in on it. First of all, where do I begin? First of all, salute to Rashid Thurman, rest in peace. If a commercial came on TV today, tomorrow, next week, that said, if you've ever listened to the Bad Boy song, The Benjamin, you may suffer from noise damage to your nervous system or whatever. Call us to find out if you qualify for damages. Nigga, you calling. You calling. You didn't know you suffer for any. You didn't. You enjoyed the Benjamins with the rest of us. Every one of you niggas enjoyed it, unless you ain't like the song, right? Every one of you niggas enjoyed this shit. Have no problem with it. But if a message came, a bulletin, a billboard showed up on your bum ass screen tomorrow telling you that you could be entitled to some money because you might have suffered some nerve damage that you might not even be experiencing. You might have no knowledge of. You gonna call to find out to see if you qualify. Bunch of you niggas. Only niggas who ain't gonna call is the niggas that's too lazy to call. It sound like a bunch of red tape. But you gonna call to see if you qualify, B. Listen, it ain't gotta be no Diddy, nothing. It could be Johnson & Johnson's lotion. No pun intended. It could be Pringles potato chips. If that commercial come on, you looking to see if you fit into the category. Word, I fit in those parameters. All right. How many of you niggas have been wrongfully arrested? Ever? I'm raising my hand. You can raise yours too. So many of us have, right? We did nothing about it. We just let it go. You know what I mean? I know dudes who've been convicted of things crimes they didn't commit. I know dudes who've been cleared of crimes that they did commit. But what you probably don't know is every time you get arrested and you get those charges dismissed, thrown out or whatever, you know you can sue the precinct that arrested you. I found this out at about 2000, somewhere between 2015 and 2017. Because I had an altercation with the police where they tased me, arrested me. They beat my little man up bad, right? Who else? All right, so it was me and my little man. We both sued them, right? They beat my man bloody, right? And he got locked up after that. Like we all got locked up. Well, me, him, and somebody else got locked up. But he stayed locked up. Like, you know, he might have had a warrant, whatever. But the fact of the matter is, this all started over nothing, right? And it escalated into a riot, right? They was trying to lock my man is small too. And they full-size, grown men-size cops. So a lot of these cops be baking biz. Short cops, right? A lot of them but these is full-size cops, right? And they beating my man bloody, so we go crazy. You understand what I'm saying? We go crazy, and it's a riot. A riot takes place that night, and I end up getting tased, and I go to jail. I mean, I go through the system. When my man came out, like, I didn't even pursue no case or whatever. Like, my shit was dismissed in 1 or 2 court dates, right? I didn't care. I didn't think about it. When my man came home a year later, he had a court case already in effect. It was already in process. And they hollered at me like, yo, Rock, you know, son lawyer want to holler at you. You got a case. And your case can help his case. I said, oh, give me my money. Is money there for me? I want it. I want it. Just like you would've. I wasn't going to say nothing. I didn't care. I've been locked up 100 times and they paid me never. But when when a trustworthy voice was at the other end of that phone call going, nah, son. Nah, Rudabar, your case could help his. And you got one. I'm like, oh, word? And yes, they paid. Let me tell y'all something. It's a little bit of extra food for thought. I think I already told y'all that. Matter of fact, anytime you get arrested and they throw it out, that's money. You don't sue them, you left money on the table. I know that now. I didn't know that then. When I was going back and forth to visit the lawyer, I met a dude in the lawyer's office in the waiting area talking about, nah, this a hustle of mine. I do this shit every year. Because, oh yeah, you can only sue the precinct once a year. I mean, they could beat the brakes off of you twice, 3 times, 4 times, but you can only sue them once a year. So be mindful of that, right? But my nigga, I got the bread and I moved my family to Arizona. So I say all of that to say, if you found out right now, nigga, right now, if you lived in the air in the area you lived in was of a condition that qualifies the residence of some money, you filling out the paperwork, nigga. I don't want to hear that shit, man. You filling it out. The moral of the story is, B, niggas is always trying to drag somebody for something that, if you really think about it, you would do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? You change the details but keep the same formula, you would do the same thing, B. Victim blaming ass niggas talking about, why you ain't seen that? If you seen it and they ain't do nothing, you guilty too. That mean America is guilty. Y'all all guilty. Y'all all see what the police did and do to the black man. Y'all all, not just the police, y'all see what the country, I can't think of this white lady's name. I love her so much. She's an older white lady and she be dropping jewels. She got the short haircut and she did this experiment. She was like in a what do you call it, like a seminar or whatever, right? Having a TED talk with niggas, and she's like, yo, listen, everybody white. She's like, if she asked the direct question, if you are okay with if you're white and you're okay with being treated the way that we see black people get treated, if you're okay with being treated the way black people are treated in America, stand. Then she said, I don't think you heard me. And she reworded the question. Why? Because wasn't nobody standing. You understand what I'm saying? She asked him again. Again, nobody stood. She's like, okay, nobody's standing, which means that you could see something is wrong. The question is, why you act like you don't, basically? Why is it okay for them, but you know you wouldn't want it for yourself? Why is it okay for them? And the whole country watches. That's not the conversation we're gonna have. I'm going too far. Oh, this is apples to oranges, right? Get your ass out of here. If you made it to the end of this video, let me get 4 peace signs.